Good evening. Tonight, calls are growing louder for two Cartwright school board members to resign after allegedly trying to bring a weapon onto the campus of Maryville High School. Thanks for joining us tonight for 12 News at 10. I'm Mark Curtis.
And I'm Kadiba Devine. Officials say that Lydia Hernandez and her daughter Cassandra brought a box cutter on campus. They claimed it was a security test, but it wasn't authorized. And it came just days after a student was stabbed to death on campus.
12 News journalist Bianca Bono is here with us live in studio. And Bianca, what's the backlash like tonight?
Phoenix council members who represent the district say at a minimum, both women need to resign. They call this stunt self-serving, tone-deaf, and inappropriate. The school district says it's considering pressing criminal charges. On Monday, as the heartbroken Maryville High School community returned to campus for the first time since a student was killed in a classroom, a state lawmaker and her daughter tried to smuggle in a box cutter.
My blood is boiling.
I'm outraged. I'm upset.
Phoenix City Council members Anna Hernandez and Betty Gordado are furious after learning about what Representative Lydia Hernandez and her daughter Cassandra allegedly did. According to Phoenix Union High School District officials, Lydia and Cassandra showed up to the school and walked into the main office, going through the high school's advanced weapon detection screening. Lydia recorded on her phone while Cassandra walked through, alerting the system. As she continued to record, Lydia then walked through, activating the alarm, questioning the safety and security team as they searched their bags. After searching Cassandra's bag, a box cutter was found inside. That's when Lydia claimed they were testing the school's security and were then escorted off the campus.
They just went back to school 2 days ago. Everyone's scared to taking their kids to school. And now she wants to come and prove that their kids are not safe. Why would you do that?
This unauthorized test comes a week after Maryville student Michael Montoya II was stabbed to death in a classroom by a fellow student, sending shockwaves through the community. It's still unclear how that student was able to get a knife onto campus.
This just shows her callousness towards those families, and to do this is just opening that wound. It's re-traumatizing that entire community.
Both Lydia and Cassandra Hernandez are Cartwright school board members and are already at the center of an ethics complaint for serving on the board together. In a statement, fellow board member Denise Garcia called their actions illegal, saying they should be charged for making false statements and should be charged for knowingly entering a school campus with a weapon. As the school district says it's exploring all options, including pressing charges, calls are growing for the mother and daughter to step down and for Lydia Hernandez to resign from Arizona's House of Representatives.
I think they both should step down. I don't think that either one of them have the compassion and have the connection with the community that they say that they do. Because if they had that connection, if they had that compassion, instead of trying to point fingers, they would be coming in with solutions.
And we made multiple attempts to reach Lydia and Cassandra Hernandez for comment. So far, we have not heard back from them. Arizona House Democratic leadership also released a statement tonight calling the situation serious and shocking. We're live in studio. Bianca Bono, 12 News.
Bianca, thanks. Developing tonight, crews in Buckeye evacuated 12 homes after an electrical fire. Sky 12 was over the large scene near Thomas Road and Sun Valley Parkway. Buckeye Fire says someone witnessed flames coming from underground. Crews found a small electrical fire. APS is on the scene right now, and they tell us that only one customer has lost power. We'll have updates later tonight on 12news.com.
Yet another community is grieving tonight after students lost their lives in a mass shooting while at school. This time it happened in Minneapolis at the Annunciation Catholic School. 2 children ages 6 and 15 are dead and 17 other people are injured. The FBI is still investigating the shooting as an act of terrorism and a hate crime targeting Catholics. Ivan Rodriguez has the latest for us tonight.
In the first week of classes at Annunciation Catholic School, an 8-year-old and a 10-year-old are dead.
We lost 2 angels today.
The FBI says 23-year-old Robin Westman opened fire through church windows where children and their teachers were praying during Wednesday morning mass.
Children were ducked down, adults were protecting children, older children were protecting younger children.
17 others, including 14 children, are wounded but are expected to survive.
My friend Victor saved me though, because he laid on top of me, but he got hit.
The FBI says the shooter, who graduated from Annunciation's grade school in 2017, acted alone, and died from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Officials are now working to find the shooter's motive.
We're also aware of a manifesto that the shooter had timed to be released on YouTube. This manifesto appeared to show him at the scene and included some disturbing writings.
Gun magazines shown in the videos list the names of 6 mass shooters, including Adam Lanza, the 2012 Sandy Hook Elementary School shooter, whom the suspect wrote they had a deep fascination with. Democratic Mayor Jacob Frey said it's on leaders to stop future tragedies.
We've got more guns in this country than we have people. And it's on all of us to recognize the truth and the reality that we can't just say that this shouldn't happen again and then allow it to happen again.
In Minneapolis, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Tonight, we're learning one of the Valley's largest cities is seeing a big spike in teenage crime. Maricopa County data shows the biggest surge in teen crime is happening in Mesa. Police say the number of teens sent to juvenile court has more than doubled since 2020, hitting more than 1,800 cases just last year. Advocates say part of that rise comes from police cracking down.
They're reporting it, they're facing teen violence head on, and they are taking a firm stand and saying this won't happen here in Mesa.
Assault is the most common crime among teens, with 265 cases last year in Mesa. Advocates urge parents to monitor their kids' social media and talk to them about safety.
A controversial new semiconductor plant in Peoria will now be built farther away from residents who shared concerns over the project. The new Amcor facility was supposed to be built close to the Vistancia community. Some residents pushed back, worried about the traffic, water use, and property values. Today, Peoria announced that it won an auction for new land near the Loop 303 and Lake Pleasant Parkway. Tomorrow, the city will hold a special council meeting to formalize the change. The city says that the move allows Amcor to expand on its current plans.
Arizona Attorney General Chris Mays is taking legal action against the maker of hefty trash bags. Mays says the company, Reynolds Consumer Products, misled Arizonans by marketing its blue, clear, and recycling bags as recyclable, even though most recycling facilities can't process plastic bags at all. The lawsuit claims that Reynolds profited from consumers who were trying to do the right thing, but instead those bags often contaminated real recyclables and sent them to landfills. Tonight, we continue our look into Arizona's billion-dollar education experiment. This time, the people trying to take advantage of the law don't live in Arizona and don't have any kids either. Yet a Colorado couple managed to steal over $100,000 from the state's ESA program.
The I-Team's Craig Harris has more on why critics say that this case shows that the program is vulnerable to fraud.
Here we go.
Just months after then Governor Doug Ducey in 2022 expanded Arizona's empowerment scholarships, a Colorado couple began their fraud scheme, according to court records. They showed Johnny Lee Bowers and Ashley Meredith Hewitt, who also goes by Ashley Hopkins, began applying for empowerment scholarships in December 2022. They used forged documents like birth certificates for over 40 kids, with some names made up. Attorney General Chris Mays' office says the conspiracy lasted all the way to May 2024. State Schools Chief Tom Horn caught the scheme and turned it over to the Attorney General. In total, the couple collected over $110,000 before being indicted last November. AG Chris Mays, an outspoken critic of the lightly regulated ESA program, on Wednesday said the couple pled guilty this month. I tried calling them Wednesday afternoon.
I'm sorry, but the person you called has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet.
They'll be sentenced in late October, with Bowers facing up to 2.5 years in prison. Hewitt faces probation. The couple also have to pay back the money. Mays was traveling Wednesday and unavailable for an interview. This is what she told me last week. That's after we uncovered ESA parents during the past 8 months were buying jewelry, Kenmore appliances, and even lingerie with education tax dollars.
This is a scandal. There's no way around that. And we have a program that is climbing to $1 billion that is depriving our public schools of funding that they need. and that is wasting an enormous amount of taxpayer dollars.
Mays told me she plans to take legal action on what 12 News uncovered.
We're analyzing the facts that you have uncovered, and we are analyzing those in light of all the statutes that we have available to us civilly.
Horn, meanwhile, took credit for the conviction, and he said his agency is clawing back $622,000 in improper ESA purchases.
And that was Craig Harris reporting. Today, Superintendent Tom Horn defended approving all ESA requests under $2,000. He said that risk-based auditing will eventually catch those who are abusing the program. And he added that parents would have to wait over 2 months for funding if there wasn't automatic approval.